fine. Yeah, just let's see what the cosmic wonders say about this and check this out.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and today we have some really interesting and exciting news about the multiverse saga in general, but specifically talking about the Scarlet Witch, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. Now, with Wanda being a Nexus being, and with Kang also being a Nexus being, a lot of people have been wondering what it's going to be like when these two finally interact. Now, Marvel Studios has been making some changes lately. We know that Phase 5 and Phase 6 are getting a little shuffled around, and we probably are going to be expecting some delays. But in the midst of that, we have a little bit of an update on the Scarlet Witch and her solo project. If you've been keeping up to date, many insiders have been stating that the Scarlet Witch is going to be getting her own movie, her own true movie. Not in another film like Multiverse of Madness, but a film specifically focused solely on the Scarlet Witch. So today we have an update on when that is going to come and what Wanda's involvement is going to be in the multiverse saga. We obviously expect it to be a lot, since she did a lot of multiverse jumping in Multiverse of Madness, and since she has basically read the entire Darkhold, we expect that she has some knowledge on the multiverse. And although, yes, she was technically the villain of Multiverse of Madness, she did turn around at the end and become good. And I'm assuming that she is not going to want the multiverse destroyed, since her sons exist in a bunch of other universes. And if her universe gets destroyed, she'll never have any chance whatsoever at getting her kids back. So again, needless to say at this point, I expect her to have a pretty big role in the multiverse saga, and it looks like that could be starting off with Agatha, Coven of Chaos. We have a lot of new reports today from the insider account Film Odyssey, who has a great track record with scoops. And Film Odyssey has come out and given us some information about the Scarlet Witch, including what projects she is going to show up in, and some other projects as well that are going to heavily affect the multiverse saga. So starting with the first report, Film Odyssey states that Wanda is going to be in Agatha's show. Now this kind of seems like a no-brainer. Although previously we haven't really heard anything about Wanda appearing in Agatha's show, it does simply make sense. After all, at the end of WandaVision, the Scarlet Witch's big battle was with Agatha, and Agatha knows a lot about the Darkhold. Plus, Wanda did put Agatha in a sort of trance/prison in Westview, and we can assume that that's kind of where this story is going to start off. And even if it doesn't start off there, say it starts off in the past for Agatha, they are definitely going to have to address this. I'm assuming this is where we'll kind of see Wanda. Perhaps after Multiverse of Madness, Wanda goes back and releases Agatha, or perhaps Agatha manages to get out somehow and pays Wanda a visit, trying to get the Darkhold from her. However, that is when Wanda will reveal that she no longer has the Darkhold, and in fact it no longer exists in their universe. Whatever reason or whatever way Marvel may choose to connect the two of them, although they are already very connected, Film Odyssey is telling us that Wanda will appear in this series. So expect to see her there, but after that, Film Odyssey states that she'll be in Kang Dynasty. Now this one is obviously kind of a given. However, a lot of people were kind of concerned that Wanda won't really be a part of the new Avengers team because of all of the stuff that she did in Multiverse of Madness. After all, she did kill many sorcerers and apprentices, and for all we know, she might have caused some incursions. However, that is a really good reason for her to be involved in the Kang Dynasty, and specifically Secret Wars, which we'll get to in just a bit. But it does make sense that the Avengers would want Wanda on their side, despite what she has done in Multiverse of Madness, because she is clearly the most powerful among all of the heroes that we have. And clearly, by the time that the Kang Dynasty comes around, the Avengers, or many of them at least, are going to truly know that Kang, or multiple variants of Kang, not just one, are a huge threat to not only their world, but possibly other worlds as well, and other universes. During a battle like this, you want the Scarlet Witch on your side. And whatever kind of happens, I'm assuming they're just going to kind of let it go, and kind of table that for later. Kind of like in the beginning of Multiverse of Madness when Doctor Strange shows up and he says, yeah, I'm not here to talk about Westview. I'm expecting something kind of similar, him showing up and saying, yeah, I'm not here to talk about what you just did, all of the people that you killed. We kind of just need your help right now. Does it make sense that he would trust her right away? No, not really, although she did have a change of heart at the end. But when it comes to defeating a multiversal being, you definitely need somebody like the Scarlet Witch, and I think Doctor Strange is definitely smart enough to know that. And since she basically wiped the floor with him, he knows they need her. Now, of course, Film Odyssey also says that the Scarlet Witch will be in Secret Wars. No surprise here, a lot of people are going to be in Avengers Secret Wars. But Wanda might have a pretty big role. Jonathan Majors has told us in a recent interview that yes, Kang is a Nexus being. In the comics, the Scarlet Witch is also a Nexus being, and in WandaVision they teased us with those Nexus commercials that the Scarlet Witch in the MCU is also a Nexus being. So I'm assuming the two of them are going to have some sort of a connection, but I'm also assuming that Wanda is going to play a huge role in Secret Wars. Perhaps she even works with Reed Richards to figure out how they can get the heroes to multiverse travel. Something that I truly hope happens. But I know a lot of people are still asking, well, what about her solo film? Shouldn't that be coming out before Kang Dynasty, before Secret Wars? Well, according to Film Odyssey, sadly, no. The full tweet from Film Odyssey reads, Wanda is in Agatha's show. She'll be in Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, but she won't get a solo project, sadly, until after Secret Wars. Now, this may come as a shock to a lot of people because many would think that they kind of need to address what happened in Multiverse of Madness before she starts to go on fighting with the Avengers again. However, like I mentioned, desperate times call for desperate measures, and of course you need your most powerful hero there. But the good news is that the Scarlet Witch is still getting her own solo project, and who knows what this could be about after Secret Wars because so much is going to happen in between. In fact, we may get a better story in the movie because it actually takes place after all of these big events happen. So I'm not incredibly bummed about this since she is going to be appearing in 3 other projects. 2 of them are really, really huge, the new Avengers films, before her solo movie comes out. That means we get to see her 3 times in the MCU, then we get an entire movie for her. So I'm very excited for that. But like I mentioned, we also have some reports about other very important projects that are going to play big roles in the Multiverse Saga. And those 2 projects are Shang-Chi and the Marvels. Now, we don't have an exact date for Shang-Chi 2, but rumor has it Marvel Studios is eyeing a February 14th of 2025 release date. This would put it before Kang Dynasty, which makes sense because Shang-Chi 2 is supposed to play heavily into the plot of Kang Dynasty, specifically because of the 10 rings. They are believed to be created by Kang. After all, we did see a lot of similarities in the rings that surrounded Kang's throne and his empire in Quantumania. And you can probably already guess why the Marvels is going to be extremely important for the Multiverse Saga as well. And that is because of Kamala's bangle. This had a lot of similarities to the 10 rings, and of course this is also believed to be made by Kang. But also keep in mind, there's supposed to be another bangle out there. There are 2 bangles and Kamala only has 1. The question is, where is the other? And that is certainly something I'm hoping to find out when we see the Marvels. But no doubt that the 2 of them are going to be very important because of the items that they possess, the 10 rings and the bangles. So when these 2 movies come out, they're going to be very, very important for the Multiverse Saga. Things are about to get super exciting, so let me know what you think about all of this news in the comments down below, and let me know what you are most excited for in the Multiverse Saga. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. For live updates, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Subscribe, like this video. Have a great day. Like this video and see you guys. Bye.